Hello everyone, how you going and welcome back to Oddly Satisfying. Now if you somehow don't know what Oddly Satisfying is, you'll definitely soon find out. But starting off with deploy the danger Slinky. Damn, that looks like an army. Whoa, what is that? Whoa, look at that. That's a hell of, like they said, that's a hell of a dangerous Slinky. Don't roll that one down the stairs. I wonder how many meters they fit in the back of that truck. That's just a pop-up massive barricade. No one's gonna try and get through that thing. I love the guy walking in front. He's like, oh yeah, just checking to see it's all flowing out correctly. Wow, it makes so much sense as well. I wish it was a longer GIF. I wish you could see it from behind or even mount it on the truck and you just see it just exiting the back of the trailer or whatever it is, just for kilometers. It just drags out this massive barbed wire fence. Makes so much sense to do it like this, you know. You don't actually have to have the rigidity of a fence to make a kind of impenetrable or at least deterrable fence. Regardless of whether it's attached to a fence or not, razor blades are still sharp. So wow, I wonder where this is or what it was used for, but that's really cool. I've never seen anything like that. The military have so many cool technologies. I mean, of course you would when in, let's say, the US, you have one of the biggest budgets in the world. Hopefully whoever invented that got paid well for it. Kittens getting in sync. Oh, is he on a toaster or something? What is that? Look at that head. I guess it makes sense though. They're just trying to follow whatever you're doing. It must be a cat crate, but I swear it looks like a toaster. They've got some tiny cats to fit in a toaster. I love how the other one just there can't resist coming up. Oh, look, he's playing. I want to play too. And then they both just, yep, bopping away their heads. They're just playing some music. These two cats are going to be like the Friends meme where any music you play, they'll dance to. But no, it definitely makes sense. They're definitely one mind, especially when they're that young. And if they're going after one thing, well, you best believe that they're going to be in sync. Bread making in the old days. Wow, what? That's massive. Look at the size of that. Look at that. Whoa, that's incredible. Oh yeah, spinning it out into bread rolls. Is that what it is? I guess it must be bread rolls, surely. Man, all of these kind of mechanisms are so cool. Massive autonomous conveyor belts. Look at that. Oh no, they're full-blown loaves. Look at that. I guess that's how you got to produce massive amounts. You just produce it in 1-ton vats and look at him. Wow, I wonder when this is from. It looks like the 60s, I want to say, but I really have no idea. Just how they cover it up. It looks as though it's in a massive kind of, I don't know how to describe it besides a steamed dim sim container. That's what it looks like to me. And I could watch this stuff all day. All of these machines are so cool. For some reason, I think it's called mechatronics. I have no idea if that's right or not, but yeah, really the people that design these have to be ultimately efficient. You're just trying to be as efficient as possible, whether that's with resources or speed, whatever it is, you just got to get it out there. And every little bit can make a massive amount of change when you're dealing with such large volumes. Anyway, that's so cool. I wonder how it's done now. If this is the old way, I would have thought this is the same way. Maybe they're just 10 times bigger. Design is my passion. Oh, nice work, Turtle. He's making a saw blade. Look at him. Or is he trying to pick a lock with a key or something? Looks like he's trying to forge a key. They're so quick. They eat so much food. Look, imagine if you were just kind of taking a full mouthful every second. Oh, is he going to devour the whole thing now? Wow, that's impressive. See, that guy's efficient. That's some serious efficiency we just saw. We didn't, obviously the clip ended, but man, I just wanted him to take off both sides and then just shove the whole thing down his mouth. That's like what you do as a kid when you pick apart a leaf. You know, you rip off the two sides and you just have the little stalk in the middle left. And even the little hand that looks like it's trying to hold it or something, who knows? That's great though. I wonder how much a turtle that size eats a day, because man, surely that would fill him up for the week. But anyway, you know, you got the hungry hippo, and now you got the hungry turtle. Even the cap flip. Ooh, a nice gymnastics area. Okay, ooh, nice. Oh wow, damn. Oh no way. Whoa, it flipped after he finished his flip. That was like a double flip with two entities involved. It was so clean on that air sprung mattress. Look at that. I mean, it makes sense. Where is it? I mean, right there, you can see why it makes sense that the cap flipped off, but still, it's so cool how he finished his rotation and then it just launched off his head. It really shows you how perfectly straight his flip was, because he's launched off his head and he's landed on the white line still, and it came straight back on his head. Really, this is also one of the chances, but man, everything about this is so clean. I can only assume this is definitely not what they were trying to do, but oh, you try to recreate it, you'd never be able to. Very nicely done, my friend. This art with tape. Oh, it's copyright music. It's Fleetwood Mac Dreams in the background. Damn, okay, wow, with a scalpel too. Oh, okay, wow, that's very fine. What is that? No, that's the scroll. Oh, I was not expecting it. I was like, is that Kanye? Who is that? No. It is more of a legend than that. Oh, now it makes so much sense as to why the song's playing in the background. I didn't really understand where the connection was, but now it makes sense. That is the song that he lip syncs to as he's roller skating right down the highway, whatever he is. But anyway, going back to that artwork, I want to pause it there for a sec. It's very well done. Look at that. I always love those light art layered, however you want to call it, artworks. I wonder how you actually make one. I wonder if you just know how to do it or if you keep holding it up to the light and changing things. I guess the really good thing with tape is that you can just take it off and change anything you need to really easily, where if you stuff up paint, well, it's now too thick and you have to change the whole thing. But it's still done very, very well. Imagine if you made a whole series that had a flip book of tape and it showed him cruising down the highway, or even just taking a swig. So nice work, Luke. A 17th century plague doctor. Okay, or make his wireframe. Oh, is this claymation? Or maybe it's just clay. Well, what is it? Is this just going to be, wow, how fine that is. Look at that hand. Oh, it's actually quite big. I thought it was smaller than that. Clay's so cool with that. You can get so detailed. It's so strong, but so malleable in every way. Look, like, you'd never be able to do a cloak like that with some other things. This whole sequence, I can't not think about Woody in Toy Story, though. As he gets all of his repairs. That's one of the most famous scenes ever, surely. Man, there's so much to this artwork. That's really impressive. Look at that clay. I think I'm most impressed with that cloak. That is ridiculous how thin and perfect it is. I was wondering if it was going to get colored, but it really doesn't need it. Man, just every little detail scraping away, scraping away. I'm not even just satisfied by this. It's just really well done artwork. I really don't know why he scored down the side of his hand, but anyway, well done. That's amazing artwork. Holes in the fence for the friends. Oh, I bet I know what this is going to be. Is it for dogs? Look at those little smiles. That's a bowling ball for a dog. 2 finger holes and a thumb hole. But in this case, it's 2 eyeballs and a nose. Oh, you can just hear the puppies just, oh, I'm happy to see you. I wonder if that's their dogs and their fence extends forward or something, or if that's their neighbor's dogs. Either way, I always love it when people have allowed the dogs to have a look and see through the fence. You know, dogs just want to see at all times. They're curious and they hear you coming from ages away, and then they really want to confirm who it is. So yeah, I'm glad I've seen this a few times. A few people have done it with their dogs, but I wonder how they did the whole size. You wouldn't want it to be too small or too big. I wonder if they had to measure the muzzle, or if they just went, 70mm hole will do, punch it through and see if the dog uses it. I guess really that is the satisfying bit, just how well made it is. So yeah, it's always nice to see the dogs are considered. Any other wax lovers out there? Do some green, okay. Oh wow, and they wax? I would have never have thought that you could buy wax like that. Or unless you've made them yourself. They're going to do a melt. Wow, they're tiny. I didn't expect them to be that small. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, look at them just melt. Oh, they're actually like special wax. They're glitter wax or something. Oh, man. Look at that. What's the one in the middle? Why isn't that one melting, I wonder? And the green. What is this for? Is this for a candle, I wonder? Oh, okay. Here we go. Is that? Oh, wow. That's a really textured mold. Oh, I bet this is for a candle. Surely you're going to stick a wick in it or something? Oh, no. This is for a seal. Oh, wow. I had no idea where this was going. A seal, a spider web. Man, I had no idea where that was going, but there we go. Watching them all just melt away. I wonder why that middle one didn't melt. Or at least it did look like it melted. Oh man, look at it go. It's just all, yeah. And then you mix it around and you get all the different swirly patterns. Pouring it out onto a seal. Oh, everything about this is great. This is the most satisfying one so far, I reckon. I had no idea it was going to be a seal though. I guess it makes sense. I didn't know what else to expect. Like I said, I thought it was going to be a candle or something, but yes, that is definitely satisfying. Imagine just putting a whole bunch of them in together and just watching all the colors melt around and mix around. You get to slowly stir it. Look at all the colors in that final seal there. Yeah. Anyway, that is definitely the most satisfying so far. That's some nice cork. Wanting never do this without soapy water. What? Oh, corking. Oh, here we go. I don't know. I don't get how you squeeze the trigger for that long to keep it perfect. I've done a fair bit of my time. And every time you squeeze the trigger, I feel like there's a sudden rush. I don't know how they get it such a perfect bead the whole way around. Oh, yeah, okay, soapy water to give it that edge, and then you just wipe it off. Look at all of that extra cork. You use so much extra. I mean, you got to get it in there, but that's a little excessive, don't you think? Man, look at that. That must be one of the top 10 reasons that people become plumbers and tilers. Surely, it's just that thing. There. See, the thing is with corking, though, it can very quickly become very unsatisfying. If you stuff it up and you got all these blotches, it almost looks like a weld then. I know that person's definitely a master. And hey, if anyone else wants to try this now with soapy water, never forget the soapy water, apparently. There's your top tip for the day. The way they move is inexplicably satisfying. Oh, wow. Oh, damn. Wow. Oh my goodness. I wonder how many times they've done this. Oh, it's so robotic. Look at it. Oh, surely this must have been like the 50th attempt. They review the footage every time and they're going, oh no, there's no way. Oh, we missed that little bit there. It is so robotic. It's so impressive. Just the fact that they're able to coordinate with each other, you know, the hand movements and pulling each other around. Well done. Well done. Like I said, I wonder how many tries, but either way, you got it in the end. How to make a fray knot. Hang on. Did we see this somewhere else? I think we saw this somewhere else. This was a monkeyfish fist is what I always remember calling it. But look, hey, here you go, a quick refresher for you. There we go, then you pull it tight and it becomes a ball. That is the fastest way I've ever seen one made. Actually, I don't know if it is a monkey's fist, because the monkey's fist I think has 3 instead of the 2, so it's not just the 2 tails. You actually have to feed it round and feed it round. You can make them with more as well. I think when I made mine, I made one with 3 and one with 4. And if you use fat rope, you can get them really big and chunky. Arborists use them to chuck up over trees to get the line up and over and things like that. And other than that, they're just cool dog toys and whatnot. But yeah, there's your refresher if you want to add one onto your car key or whatnot. 45 plus hours, 43 colors, and countless stitches later, this dog embroidery is complete. Oh wow, I wonder how big this is. I really, because they told us it's a dog embroidery, I can always tell. I'm interested to see what's it going to look like. I don't know if we've seen it before, it was just something I've seen, but someone else did a cat and that was super impressive as well. I wonder if this is by the same person. Look at that, it's so detailed, it's so crazy. Oh, okay, now we're starting to see it, the mouth open, the collar. It must take kilometers of thread to do something like this. Oh wow, that's the image, and that's so well done. See, little things like this is so impressive, whether it's stitching and crochet and all of that kind of artwork is so impressive because it's so hands-on, but it comes out so realistic. I also have no idea how you choose the right color and how you match it. Do you look at the photo and then just look at all your thread colors and go, I think this one will work, and then you go, oh no, it doesn't look right and whatnot. But man, is it impressive what they do. How this frozen diet Pepsi exploded. My goodness, how does that even happen? How's it coming out the side of it? But wow, look at it. It's pushed out the top and the bottom, making it not look like a normal can. That must be a weak point in the can or something. How has it popped out the side like that? That's crazy. And then also to add on that whole spiral. That's incredible. That must be similar to when people have I don't know what it's called, but the below freezing point of water and in the bottle, but it's not frozen. And then you give it a little shake and the whole thing ices over instantly. You'd never want to unfreeze it, would you? You'd be like, look at this artwork that I created, or my freezer created for me when I forgot. Just this can that forever lives in your freezer. Oh man, you wouldn't be able to recreate that if you tried. That is so cool. I just want to know how it happened though. I'm finally done clearing out my depression nest of a garage after weeks of hard work. I donated 55 trash bags full of stuff and we threw out 12 cubic feet of garbage. I can park my car in there for the first time in a year. Wow. Damn, nice work. It's amazing what shelving can do. Just a bit of shelving and a bigger organization, regardless of actually how tidy it is, just how well it can make you feel when you can just actually have a spot for something and not just have it everywhere. Oh, it'd just be so relieving. It looks like it's a 2-car garage that was a 0-car garage, and now you can have stuff and a whole car in there. That's so cool. Every time you do this, whether it's a little task like putting clothes away or a big task like this one, it just feels satisfying within yourself. And so man, is it recommended if you can just do those little things, get them done. And if it's a big thing, just work at it over however long. Like this guy, you might come out the other side just feeling so relieved and lifted. As well as it just being hella satisfying that now you can look at such a clean, empty space. Being a time-lapse man myself, would have loved to have seen a time-lapse of the whole process. But anyway, we won't ask too much of him. La Plata, Argentina, one of the best planned cities built in the world. Oh my goodness, that is not real. That is some Sims game or city planner. Look at that. That incorporates all of the things that all cities try and strive for. It looks like a good collection of parks and whatnot, and a simple grid. It is so perfectly gridded off. That has to have been a new city. There's no way an older city could accomplish something like that. Look at that. You seem to have the town center, a race course, a full botanical garden looking area, another parks all over the place. On the left there, you got a stadium. See, but the thing is, so many cities have a problem because of the elevation gain and whatnot. This seems like it's perfectly flat. Like Sydney isn't super mountainous, you know, we don't live in the Swiss Alps, but there's definitely a lot of hills and crests and even just waterways and whatnot to deal with. This just looks like it's a super flat world that's been built on. And also, I can't see any train lines or major highways or anything that changes because, you know, they have to go where they have to go. So yeah, even though it might be planned well, maybe that's just because they could and they didn't have to deal with all this other stuff. How to glow without a light source. Oh, spray painting. Okay, is that a cloud? Are they making... Oh, that's like a Simpsons cloud. What is going on here? Well, I'm waiting for this finishing product. I wonder if that was glow in the dark paint or if... Oh, no. Oh, okay. Wow, look. Yeah. I see what's going on here. Yeah, so you get the white underlay and then you put the high vis, or I wonder if it's even glow in the dark. That'd be cool. But then you put the white over the top and it gives it that kind of 3D looking look. So yeah, I get it now. It teaches you how to draw or paint or whatever you might be doing like this. I'm certainly not an artist by any means, so I don't really know where this is applicable or whatnot, but it seems pretty cool. Maybe it'll help one of you guys out or something. Paper cutting machines are so satisfying, and the sound as well. Oh, is it a massive guillotine or something? That looks like a sheet metal press. That is so many pieces of paper. Look at how many. Whoa, and they're adding more. Oh my goodness. How many does it go through? Oh my goodness. No way you put your fingers that close. That must be a foot pedal. Oh, that sound. That is not what I was expecting at all. Why do you need to trim paper like that so much? That's what I don't get. Why do you need to trim so much paper down? Surely you could have just had the paper cut to that size in the beginning. Unless you're making little bookmarks or something, I have no idea why you would be chopping all of this. Oh, they look like a whole bunch of flyers, so maybe you printed heaps of them, but you left a big border so you didn't have to do borderless printing and it was easier. And then you have to chop it all off. Man, that is not the sound that I was expecting though. I think I almost prefer a hand guillotine though, just... If you've ever heard a hand guillotine, that is so satisfying as a sound. This almost just sounds as though it's the motors being driven instead of actually any paper being cut. Machines like this are scary devices, aren't they? They could just take anything off at an instant. Yeah, I just saw there that it was kind of the border or whatnot. All the color profiles were down the bottom, so that makes sense. You're trying to chop off all the excess, but why you couldn't just print it in the first place? Anyway, whatever, this is a cool machine, I guess. Built-in cable management on the back of my TV. Oh damn, that is cool. That's a lot of ports to be able to fit through there. Surely you wouldn't get everything. There's no way you'd fit all your cables. You know, you've got your Ethernet and your HDMI and they're taking up most of it seems. But that is cool. I wonder if it's designed for certain cables or if you just got lucky. But yeah, the fact that it comes out the base as well. Oh, everything about that is so cool. See, that's what TVs should be doing. See, this is the future right here. None of this 8K shenanigans, just cable management. I mean, I don't know who it is. Is it LG or Samsung that has the single transparent ribbon that goes down to another box? I mean, that's trying to be kind of cable free, but you know, you don't have to go that far. Just something as simple as this. There's a bit of a cable modifier that allows you to take it out the base of the TV. Everything goes down one side. Maybe you could do a few more slots so a couple more HDMI cables could fit in there. Oh, this looks like a Samsung. So well done, Samsung. You're definitely thinking of the people. My friend let her chickens loose on a watermelon. They picked it clean. I mean, this isn't unexpected, is it? Chickens and everything, like all of those type of animals will just demolish anything you give them. I'm almost surprised they didn't eat the crust as well. Because, you know, they've already picked all the way through the husk. They just left the skin. But man, you can almost see all the little beak indentations as they picked it away. A whole watermelon. Hopefully that wasn't 2 chickens or 1 chicken ate a whole watermelon that size. Imagine that in a chicken. You'd have an ostrich-sized chicken all of a sudden. But hey, actually, they didn't pick it clean. If they've eaten all the husk, I see a lot of white left and they haven't picked it perfectly clean. You know, it's looking a bit like a brain or something there, so it hasn't been completely picked clean. Again, with another post, I would have loved to see a time-lapse of this. Again, there's heaps of videos of ants and cockroaches and all of those kind of little animals just demolishing carrots and watermelons and everything in an hour. But I would have loved to have seen however many chickens just demolish that watermelon. I would bet it wouldn't have taken them as long as we might think. I reckon in half an hour with the chicken just going crazy, they could polish off a watermelon like that. And actually, I've just noticed there's a chicken underneath, one of those big Betsies that ate that watermelon. So maybe it was just one chicken, and in that case, you got a Guinness Book of World Records eating chicken. And the top of Oddly Satisfying for the month is the way her dress flows. Wow, look at that color in her dress as well. That's so impressive. I don't know where it is in the world. I wish I knew that. Oh, there's so much fabric there. I didn't expect to be that much fabric. Wow, look at that. That's like I have seen those type of dances before, but that is just like ribbon dancing with a dress. There's so much fabric there to play with, but making it fluid, I imagine, would be so difficult. When she does a spin too, oh, that's so cool. And just the colors too. This kind of reminds me of, I think it's the Chinese dragons do a very similar style. I mean, many cultures have that kind of flowing, colorful dancing, and that's just one example. But yeah, like I'm saying, it reminds me of the Chinese dragon. Visually, they're quite similar in that way with the flowing colors just going crazy. But man, yeah, that is satisfying. Just how perfect she does it. Look at that, and the spins as well. Wonder how long that's taken her to perfect. And even just going back to the start here, looking at that makeup on her face, man, I wonder if that's for an event or if it's just something she did for TikTok. Either way, well done and very satisfying dress work. But that is going to do it for Oddly Satisfying. Thank you for watching. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to do the YouTube analytical things down below. Other than that, you should know by now I've been posting a lot of these, so you want to check some of the other ones out or even consider subscribing so you don't miss another one in the future. But all, have a good one and see ya.